Welcome to the 10X Factors interviews, where we speak to high achievers on what they do differently to get amazing results in their work, business, or investments. Today's guest is Stanley Siew, a professional technologist in building and construction. He's an award-winning business leader in industrial engineering and safety, who's also known for driving innovation, sustainability, and impactful collaborations across Malaysia's industrial sector. Stanley, welcome to the show. Um, what business are you in currently?
Fire construction and building maintenance, and we have expanded to mechanical, electrical, plumbing services.
So is there a category that you can be categorized under? So that would
Uh,
be safety.
Factory, specifically in factories or industrial buildings,
So this
and our core will be fire, no doubt.
so you provide fire safety equipment, I guess.
What we do from the start till end, one-stop solution will be design. What is the value engineering design for factories or buildings? Then installation of the system, supplying or trading of the equipments, authority approvals and inspection, then some building maintenance or diagnosis of your building. Yeah, all kinds of things.
Okay. So this started by you?
No, it's a family business.
Oh, it's a family business. So this then are you the second generation doing this?
I am a second generation
Okay.
taking over a family business.
Since when were you doing this?
I think almost back to 15 years back.
Oh,
That time I was working for Nokia Asia Pacific. Then my mom rang, call, hey, no, no, you don't extend the contract or move abroad. It's time for you to come back to Malaysia.
where were you then?
Sorry, I'm in KL, not back Malaysia, back to Klang.
Oh, back to Klang. All right. Okay. So you're from Klang.
Yeah,
Okay. So, as a second generation entrepreneur, what are your challenges?
I think the biggest challenge is the culture. Because when I was in Nokia, we are bred and been taught as a MNC, corporate way of managing things. So when I come back, it's like a traditional China man. So that give me a big headache, big pain, how to turn around things. And if I would like to maintain that, it will not go long term. You will still, just sick bao, my bao, like that means cukup makan like that lah.
Oh, you mean the way the company is run
Yeah, the
is very
culture
different. The culture, what
is
what
very
what
different.
specific cultures or any element of that culture you would like to talk about?
Usually in the MNCs, they like a person who in charge of A things, he will just manage A, if he needed, generally assist. But in traditional way is one person power everything, include everything. But at the end, there's no clarity of the authorities who is really in charge of that. Everybody claim that I'm the manager of everything. So when it comes to decision making, authority approvals, that's where the conflict start. And you keep on repeat the cycle again and again. That is one of it that I'm facing. And other than that, it's like what I call manpower under them, dedication of works. It quite mess up. Everything is like haywire.
So, what do you do to sort of solve, or what would your solution to those challenges?
So no doubt there's a lot challenges need to tackle. So to look as an overview, we look into the organization chart. What is the current org chart and the future org chart to be? Maybe about we draft it about 3 years. So from there we will analyze each position, strength and weaknesses, align with the goal that we want in 3 years time, the new org chart. So you can get a clarity about whether this A person in the right position or not, or this position whether do you really need or not, or just for the sake of creating it. So after we have this clarity, we can fill the gap. We will do a restructuring, either by position, by the person we restructured. Then we can get a better, better clarity lah.
So you started with your vision of where you want to be, and
Mm.
then from there, that it forms the basis of the people you either retain or let go or hire.
During that time, I did not sack or let go. It's just about restructuring, putting the existing person in the right place. That's for the start. Because of personally, we have now will be about 70 workers. During that time, it's about 30 packs of workers. So everybody was raising a concern, like individuals, staff raising concern. Actually, should I report to A or report to B? So they are still not sure whether who is the leader because they put two leaders in the same department. Doesn't make sense. So what we do is we make it restructured properly, so everybody have the clarity who should report. This task is what to do based on this position. I fit the right person in the right place.
And how did that go? Did it go smoothly?
Oh, definitely not easy. The end result is smooth, but the announcement of these changes is not smooth. Why? Big boss is still not sure. Okay, what am I trying to do? If the best is if you don't have anything, better don't do anything lah. If nothing happen, don't do anything, Stanley. If got something, then only we think about it. That's their way, traditional. But I told them, we can't. If you want to move forward, you want to get more big projects, right? You need the right leader in the right place, or else we are doing construction. You late a day or so, you get a penalty, 1,000 over ringgit per day. We are talking about up to about 2 to 3 months. So you calculate that is the risk that we have to fork up. So during the process, come back here is I still remember there's two key leaders. I call it the old generals, commander. Oh, each of them, they come individually talk to me. Hey, Stanley, why you want to do like that? Now I lost my power. You see, actually, I control everyone. Both of them share the same thing, but both of them sit at the same position. Don't have a right, what I call red line, should not cross or whatever. So I told them, hey, your strength is in construction. The other person, your strength is in maintenance. How can you maintenance take a construction guy, tell construction people to do maintenance while contractor, what I call the construction guy, tell the other way to the maintenance guy. It doesn't make sense. The end result from the client has been complaining a lot of delays, wrongdoings, unnecessary repairs, and come back. So to address the client issue, we first have to address our internal issue. Means we have to build our foundation, our own people. So from there, I told them, okay, never mind. Let's make a bet. Let's make a bet. Around 6 months, you will see the results. So
Well,
if
you
you
seem
did
to
not,
have a lot of resistance there. I mean, I think it's natural because they're making changes and people are always resistant to changes, right?
yes,
So it's all up to how you manage them
yep,
because you're dealing with humans after all, and sometimes there's ego involved. That is, they feel like their jobs are being threatened and so on and so forth, right? I'm
yes,
sure it's not going to, it wasn't easy for you.
never.
How do you overcome that? Because yes, it's a matter of yes, I'm telling you, uh, this is what we need to do. I need your cooperation, or are there anything else other than that?
I think a lot of business owner or startups entrepreneurs, they have a lot of wonderful plan. No doubt, their plan is superb. The question is, how do you execute a wonderful plan? Is it the plan itself just for plan, or is practical to execute or not? So I'm focusing on the execution part of the plan. So to execute a plan, not just about how to do it, okay, in reform, what I call restructuring of your organization chart, any theoretical or foundation paperwork, whatever. But the most important is we deal with people. You have to talk to the person who is the biggest resistant, the person, my mom, the big boss, and the generals, the managers. So if we can sell them the future dreams or goals in the either career development or what is the good positive changes will be happen and what is pro and con, then if they can accept it rationally, then you can execute. Or else, I tell you, every day, it's like a mosquito bugging you, non-stop lah, the problem.
How long did it take you to then get it through to them before they are on board fully?
I think it's challenging because when I go in that time, I was just about 20 plus years old only, very young, young 20s talking to a senior, and the senior only tell one thing in Cantonese, like, 我食飯多過你食魚 means I eat rice more than you eat the salt. So I was quite frustrated. Like, I want to reply them, 我放屁多過你喘氣 lah. But I did not like control myself. Means I'm young, more energetic. Lah. I do one time better than you do 10 times. Lah. Something like
But
this.
but at the same time, you were confident that your plan is actually the right way to go forward, even at a young age. And at the
Uh,
time, I think you had some working experience. I guess you learned from where you were,
yep.
at least a little bit of that. So you were quite confident that the plan that you had was the right way forward. Because looking at what you had at that time, it may not be what you wanted, right? Because I
Mm,
think you would be leading the company eventually, right?
yes.
But not at the beginning. Even when you started giving the maybe the outline of what you plan to do, were you actually leading it, or was it just a suggestion on your part?
When the start, I did not lead as a CEO or director. I came in, I spoke to my parents. I told that I'll start from the ground. From the ground to understand what is the actual scenario of per department. Then only I can come up with suitable solutions to solve the problem. So when I start to the ground, I start with fire extinguisher department servicing. So I follow them to the site, collect fire extinguisher, really like a pure general worker, really general worker, hands-on, deal with client. So I learned the skill how to do customer service, look at a customer point of view, understand just fire extinguisher until you get certified as a fire extinguisher competent person in Bomba. So that's one part. Then slowly I move on to building maintenance, project construction. Then when I step back inside as a support team, marketing and sales, accounting, human resource. So this each department that involved, right? I believe I already improved quite numbers of significant improvement like ISO. I implemented ISO 9001 QMS quality management system. We got some awards, to rebrand or increase our brand value in the market. I introduced a website, introduce a lot of SOP, what to do and not to do, because a lot of new intake, let's say I hire a new person to come in on board, we can just say, okay, welcome. Okay, now this is the thing, go do. So you expect him, you will know what to do or not in the first day. So there's no proper orientation and no proper checklist what to do for the start. So I implemented all of this during the journey, and licensings, all the relevant licensings are implemented. We got it. Investment on the tools and equipment. That is the biggest headache. When the moment say want to invest, wow, big boss say, why want to spend so much money? All this while hire one, two worker, they can ride forever, ma. Why you want to buy a new equipment? No need. You can ask the worker to print it out outside. So the first investment I requested was a website first. Website, as you remember. See, why website? We have yellow pages, the directory can ready. We just call ma. We have business card. We just meet the plug work one. Said, never mind. You give me time. How much I invest, I can double up within a year. So they are quite doubtful of what I'm trying to do. They said I will not work one. So our surprise is the moment we launch our website, I think on the second month, there's a main contractor contacted us during that time. So I think after they contact us on the second month, 3 months later, we secure the job, six figures.
Wow.
So I said, it's covered, done. So that is one of the pilot project successful. Then the second one, second biggest investment was large format printing of a big layout plan, the A0 size, A1 size. So that about 50K, I think the 50K purchased the equipment. So boss was quite resistant. So I said, no, I justify it in terms of our worker. Every time the manager, director, or management staff, they queue up at the shop there and they queue up just to print the plan. It took them 2 hours to 3 hours waiting. I said, that should be done by a clerk, not by manager. You hire a manager to do the for the stat. I said, doesn't make sense. It doesn't turn to ROI. So I was I also quite firm on this decision. I said, no, we must invest. So no matter how I try to get the job, I say, okay, if I get the job, big job, Will you invest or not? I will find my way. Original market price 50K. I'll find my way to get in 30K, brand new. Just show out in 1 2 day only. So I did it. I went to exhibition. I talked to the exhibitor. I managed to secure it in the 30 plus K full spec with additions some more. Uh,
Wow.
so I
What
saved about 10K plus there.
what sort of equipment are you talking about?
Uh, a big, let's say photostat machine will print out A4, right? The small paper. I'm printing a big plan, a big
Oh, those
drawings,
plotters,
plotters, yes,
right?
A0
I've seen those
size. Yeah.
before.
Yeah. So the what I call coincidentally, the time I planned to buy this, I secured a job 4M plus. So I
Wow.
told them, okay, 4M plus, I got it. It's our record breaking first time doing an M&E turnkey design. So this is the investment I'm going to buy. So I will buy it. We save a lot of unnecessary costs. Uh,
Okay. So,
then then
so
then
the way
then
you
only
win them over is to make a promise and then you make sure you fulfill that promise. And
yes,
you make a promise in return for some concession on their side, saying that if
yes,
I make this, if I fulfill my promise, this is what you agree, that I can do,
yep,
right?
that's right.
And
But
in a
not
way,
easy, yeah.
it kind of motivates you to get it done.
Yes.
Okay. But you were confident. That's the
To be
difference.
frank, during that time, it's like 50-50.
But at least it's 50-50,
Externally,
it's not so bad, you know.
yeah,
Not like it's like you're not even sure whether you can get anything of the sort. So it's kind of
yeah,
a calculated
risk, I would
trade
say.
lah, in a way. And the more successful you are at proving that you can fulfill your promises, the more credibility you gain in your company, and
Yep.
the easier it is as you move forward.
Yes, yes,
All
yes.
right.
I think another biggest pain point was in the maintenance department. I still remember that time. They have been doing maintenance for years, but they have no proper in charge person for maintenance. So because they are the what they call the messy org chart lah. So I came in and said, hey, cannot, we have to hire this. Wow. Then they said, wow, why you need to pay so much for this worker? Just get the G worker. I said, we are talking about engineering construction, but you are hiring a worker to sell stationery. Then it doesn't make sense. So you have to hire the right person for the right position. So that is where the breakthrough start. We first time hire engineers, coming in. Then we also addressed one of the biggest pain point during maintenance was, to my surprise also, 6 months only give the maintenance report. I said, doesn't make sense. You just do a diagnosis, you meet the doctor, doctor saw you already, check your body, everything, they will give you a report latest by tomorrow. How can you go for body checkup, example, you give a report 6 months later? Doesn't make sense. So we addressed that within 24 hours, means the moment we check, the moment the report, I pass to you on the spot. So that was the biggest pain point we solved for the maintenance department.
So overall, it's more on the efficiency that you were solving one by one.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
a lot of inefficiencies, a lot of redundancies, I guess, right?
Yep.
And a lot of things that don't really have any SOPs. These
Yep.
people just do whatever they want. Nothing is documented. So if one person were to leave, nobody knows what to do with, the replacement person, and that 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 adds to the stress, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Correct. Exactly.
So you would be, I mean, you would have spent quite a bit of time getting things in order, right?
Depending on the task, that no doubt, yes. Depending on the task, certain tasks it be days, some months, some years.
Are you still doing it today? Now, it's about 15 years already.
Still doing it by I will say the starting from last year will be a change management 2.0. Previous one when I came in is change management 1.0. Means restructuring 1.0. Wow, I set up all the foundation basic. Now the second version will be building up management level, more what they call high level talent.
Oh, yeah, now that
Yeah,
you have a foundation in place, it's easier because at
yeah,
least you're working from a foundation rather than, nothing,
yep,
or, things that are so haphazard, So, but this is another challenge. Now it's
yeah.
more of a talent challenge, I guess.
Yes, yes. So how to build people, how to retain the right person that you want. So I just started last, I cannot name the person, started last end of the month. Okay. I already spoken to few of the potential staff. So there's a four talent. They will draw a roadmap for them, career development. So they saw it, they're quite excited. They're waiting for this, the one that I want. I'm very thankful. Although we have HR, lah, but certain thing HR there's a limitation. You need the boss to do it. We are still in SME, so the boss still need to involve in a certain part, especially their long-term planning.
So the most of the time you are drawing from your internal resources.
Yes,
You don't normally hire from outside.
we did hire. We did hire. Maybe let's say you hire
I'm talking about
10.
upper management.
Yep, yep. You're talking about upper
Okay.
management, correct. So, in the past 2 years, we've been hiring quite a highly paid workers, but it's in out, in out. They cannot deliver, maybe because they do not understand the culture here, or and many reasons. So there's in out, in out. There's no successful record from hiring external, except one or wait, let me see, two, except two. So left us about six left, two stay for 2 years plus to 3 years. So when I look back on these results, you also tell me that I think this method doesn't suitable. We have to change. So when we change it is I look into what we have. I spoke to them in person. Yes, they are not ready for the position, but their goal is that position. So why not we come to a conclusion that there will be a win-win situation? So how to win-win? I talk to them individually. What do you want, in your future, in the 5 year down the road, as an individual, and you're newly set up your family, what do you're looking for? Then okay, if this the goal, right? If you are in this position in this company, how do you plan to achieve? If you plan to achieve a higher pay, let's say higher pay means higher position, what the position that you want? So from there, I can see his desire, he sees a leadership to really take accountable on what he want. He's just like follower. Never mind lah, you give me what, I take what lah. So I can justify which type of person is he. So from there, if he's a leader, then I said, why not you're doing this? Why not you try this? I put you as acting something. So for example, I give a real scenario is a project engineer, senior project engineer. It's quite dedicated, very good, do things, everything nice. Then he's interested to be a PM. So ngam I hire, then leave in out of the PM. I say I give up on that already. Why not you be an acting PM? You're still SPE, senior project engineer, but I put in as an acting project manager. So there's definitely a lot of thing I thought lah. No, it's opportunity win-win. First, you're able to learn about that position. When you are at the right time, you feel that you really can master everything. Then why not the company hire you as a PM instead of SPE? So that is the biggest opportunity. So he was very excited. He said, on, and we do not increase any pay. No additional pay. It's a win-win situation. Then it's at the same time we can get someone to fill the temporary void first, the basic things. Those are more advanced. Then me and another senior will come in to look into it, how to settle it.
So
Yeah.
you have something like a trial period because he's acting PM. During that period, you will be assessing him, and he will be also assessing himself as to whether he's
Yes.
suitable for the job. And
Yes. Yes.
at the end, if it's not, it doesn't matter. He still has his current position, but at least he tried it out.
Yep.
All right, and there's no loss to him, but at least he has a chance to prove that he can do more than, what he's in there for. It's not something new for him to perhaps progress towards.
Yes. That's right. So same thing with 4%. So 4% is very excited, is moving on it. I think this is much more successful compared to I just hire a new one. You need to adapt to a new culture, the way of looking things.
So if I were to start a new company now, there are two types of entrepreneurs. Those that are just starting, and those that have been running a company for some years. And the most important thing that I can see that you have done is to uh, create a proper culture. And it's easier to do it when you're starting from scratch because you're just starting off. You can set the culture to be whatever you want. But when you're changing set culture, this it's quite a tough road, you know? Because the
Wow.
resistance is very very strong, and they
Yes.
are always looking at you, thinking, "Who are you to tell me what to do?" You don't have the same experience as we do, So what advice would you give to anyone who has to change the culture of a company?
Wow. Yes, definitely. I've been through that. No doubt. You start a new company is the best.
Yeah,
You
because
you you can do
when
it.
when you think about it, the culture, if set correctly, is a huge form of leverage. Because if the
Yes.
culture is not right, you can't get a lot of things done properly the way you want
Yes.
things to be done. Your staff may not be happy, or
Yep.
they are fighting with each other, but they don't like to come to work. They're just there for their paycheck, and then
Yeah.
they just go off at the end of the day, right? You want people who are very involved with the company, they're happy to be there. And on the company side, you also want to make sure that they contribute to the company, not just so that they are happy and it's just a one-way street. It has to be
Mm.
two-way as well, right? So what
Yep.
advice would you give someone who is now tasked with changing the culture of a company from
I
something that is established for maybe 10, 20, 30 years,
This one was not easy. Okay, I will share my experience. My experience, first thing, you must get a clarity between me and my boss. So you want me to take over for future, then you have to give me a time, a certain power or authority to implement something. So culture is one of it. So once this one clear, I get a green light, green pass to do it. The next is I need to get those working for us about more than 20 years to sit down with me, especially manager level. This is okay, I'm coming in, future I'm going to take over already. So during this period of time, I would like to set something up, start with the culture. No doubt they will resist. No doubt. The infant say, okay, okay, I'll try to, work with it. But behind I say, what lah, this Stanley just came in, change this, change that. Ayo, nothing do, so many things. Now you see, we all hell so lost already. So I will tell them, okay, we have to sell the future and why you need to change. Just like I give them the example like Nokia phones, why I leave Nokia is because they don't do anything wrong, but yes, they close down. So do you want to be like that? So I sell some stories on that, and the future that you need to build. Now you are this title, A title, but actually you deserve a B title. I sell another dream. Actually, you deserve a B title. You're doing B title. You did not realize it. So how do you want to make it official? The additional pay, how you want to make it official? You have to build a team. So you need to train the team, duplication, delegation. So I'm trying to tell them that you must be able to teach, a lot of things, positive thing. You need to teach, sharing knowledge, build a team. You have to lead, not just a wait for spoon feed. So I settle these generals. So generals say okay. When they say okay, I know that they only agree 20%. 10%, 20%. The balance they reserve 80% is because they want to see whether can I do my job or not. Because I was just 20 plus only, so young chap, can you really deliver or just talk only? You come in to sell roti or ice cream. So that is why to build a culture, not only talk to them, you also as a new second gen, you have to prove the result. Prove the result like the website lah, the client pain points lah. So pain points is one of it. I said, what is your biggest challenges in your department that you cannot solve? Give me top three. So they gave me top three. I solved it within 1-2 months. Pop, jalan. So they saw it. They see this result, impact them. They are very happy. That's where the trust is started to build. So big boss, the old staff, result proven. Okay, when they see this, then next you must able to share to them the future, what they can achieve individually in the department. Then the five one is the hanging fruit will be the bonus. If you achieve this, I give you this. On the spot, before 1 or 2 months before, we'll tell him, okay, this year, let's say the target revenue for this particular year, 2025, 2026, I put it 2026. So what do you want to do to achieve that target? So let's say you achieve the target, what do you get when you achieve the target? So I just tell them very upfront, based on what metrics they agreed, pop, they get it, they taste it, they love it, and they will keep on, the momentum will be there. If you are not transparent enough, it will be very dangerous. because the employee want to fight for you, right? Just like army want to fight, you don't give them the right direction. Just say that direction, but you never think what direction. You
Right.
just follow the sun enough already. What follow the sun? You thought I fool. They got mountain lah, got river lah, got sea lah. How I know? So you tell them what strategy when you come through the obstacle. So when they are clear, they understand. And the last one will be the power. You must give them, you must empower them with power. So within this group, I will not interfere. I just want this result. You go to the what they call talk to them, achieve it. Uh,
You don't sidestep them, you know. You still give them their status, you know. But
yes,
you're just sharing your vision with them, and basically that you guys need to change, and this is the path forward. With your
yes.
cooperation, we can do it. But if you don't cooperate, then we can't achieve whatever you want to set up. We will still remain this size. Currently, you are almost double the size when you first started.
More than double already.
More than double? Oh, that's awesome.
There were time almost 30 packs. They're now about 70 plus slightly.
So it's safe to say they're fully on board now. I mean, even some years ago, they were already fully on board.
I will not say 100%.
Still not
Maybe
100%?
now, never 100%.
Ah,
Never. Maybe personal thought, maybe about 80-90%
okay.
with me.
That's still
Balance
quite a big
remaining.
jump.
Yeah,
I guess they probably want you to, they want to push you as well, I guess, to,
maybe.
make them more motivated, or at least in a way to motivate you to,
They push me, I push them back. Lor.
right. That's awesome, actually. Because when it comes to changing, a lot of people don't know how to do it. So they will contact external consultants. What do I need
Yeah,
to do? And the consultant will then do some training and tell them what they need to change and stuff like that,
yes.
which is something, but you need
I did
someone
not.
within to lead the charge,
I
right?
did not hire any external consultant,
Right.
pay any single fees outside just to change the thing. All I changed it by myself, but I did consult with some of the bosses when they have a quick jump within a few years of how you can manage. Because when you manage a existing culture to change a new culture, one part, you manage a 10 worker and manage a 50 worker is also a different way of managing. So the consulted some friends, I said friends, they share a lot.
So what's next for your company?
Next, I think the next drive will be besides getting a right talent as in the management team. I'm still in the midst of stabilizing a tender team. All this while we do not have a they call sales team lah. You call it sales team lah. We do not have this tender department. Now I would like to create a tender department fully automate by themselves. So when I came in on board that time, everything I have to involve lor, almost die lor, no time for myself, personal time. So now I'm quite fortunate that my maintenance team is fully automated by themselves. I only observe, check the report, project operation also fully automated, only project management and tender team. So these two I'm working very hard to let them automate. So once they automate, I can move on to other department.
So this will be your major step moving forward, right?
Yeah, they'll be this year or next year. This year and next year.
So personally, what are you involved with?
Personally, I'm taking up the role of the financial. As a future CEO, I need to know how to plan my cash flow properly, how to estimate and predict based on expenses and what I call revenue per employee, etc. So that's the part I'm involved in finance, and I also involved in a lot of NGO works to create a branding and marketing of
What
this
what
company.
what are those NGOs you're talking about?
NGOs currently I'm holding a position Federation of Malaysian Manufacture as a national youth chairman. Mainly focus on the manufacturers, factories that align to my business. And because of that, I've also been appointed as ASEAN Manufacturing Youth Conference as an organizing chairman by MITI, FMM on the coming August 27, 28. And I'll talk about few key on it because quite involved quite many. Then the third one will be National Secretary for the Institution of Master Disaster and Emergency Management. Yeah, I think this one will be sufficient enough.
That's a lot. Wow, that's a lot. I think you have a very busy year ahead.
Yeah, yeah. This year a lot of big events coming up because of
Oh,
our PM has ASEAN chair.
ah,
So
okay,
my
yes.
conference is part of their ASEAN calendar, ET ASEAN calendar. It's
Oh,
their
okay.
national event. Yeah.
Well, I wish you all the best. You seem to have a
Thank
lot
you.
going on, and anyway, you're still very young, so that shouldn't be a problem for you. Very young, very dynamic. Happy you are able to, bring your family business to another level with foresight and vision and execution skills as well. It's not easy. We all know this. I mean, if you are in business for a fair amount of time, you will know how difficult it is to run a business, right?
Yes.
If you want to change culture with people already involved for years before you even came in, it's like moving a mountain, but you have to do it, right? So the fact that you're able to do it speaks volumes about your ability. So I'm very thankful we get to hear from you, from you and your experiences on how these things can actually get done, as they should be done. This is the right way to get things done.
Yeah.
Communication, and not taking any power away from them, and then proving yourself to them that you are
Mm.
equally as capable, so that they, are more open to your ideas moving forward. Right.
Yep.
So, okay, we're going to wrap up here. Thank you very much to our guest, Stanley Siew, for sharing your
Thank you.
wisdom on a very important aspect of a business, which is to set the right culture or change a company's existing culture to the right one, so that you can expand it and grow uh, into the future. And
Yeah.
if you're not even resting there, there's 2.0 coming up. Your change 2.0 is coming up as well. So I wish you all the very best in your future plans and executions. All right. If you'd like to connect with Stanley or find out more about what he does, just email him at stanley@dksm.com.my. One more time, Stanley, Stanley, at D for Denmark, K for Kenya, S for Singapore, M for Malaysia, .com.my. And by the way, if you'd like to be a guest on this show, you're looking for high achievers with your own insights to share that can increase the earnings of employees, entrepreneurs, and investors. You can get in touch with me at senzi at the 10xfactors.com. So until the next episode, have a good time, and we'll see you again. Bye bye.